Okay, good morning, you guys. It is Sunday. I did my Bible study today at home so that I can have all day working on the farm because this is our only sunny day that we're going to have for 2 weeks. We have 2 weeks worth of rain. Tomorrow it's not going to rain, but it's supposed to be really cloudy. So I'm going to try to get the bulk of everything that I need to get done today when it's actually kind of nice. So yesterday when it was pouring down raining, I went to North 40 and picked up some fencing. And this is what I need to get the rest of the stuff done so that I can get the goats and sheep in the barn. Again, we have all the rain. So I'm not really sure how I'm going to film this because normally Kira and I take turns moving the camera and filming each other doing things, but I kind of feel like I'm going to have to sit you guys down and forget about you because there's so much to do on the list. The animals are mad at me. They don't like the weather change, any of those things. I'm still dealing with a pretty severe case of plantar fasciitis. Hi guys, good morning. And my feet hurt. Good morning, my honeys. Good morning, everybody. You're so fluffy. All right. So I can take that one, turn it going this way, and then attach the second one wherever it fills in this spot. And then this fence went almost all the way, and I think those two little pieces right there will end up finishing connecting to here. I got the sand pushed through on most of this, and so that worked to keep the water out. You can see it pushing through over there. But not so much on this side over here. Just a little bit, you can see on that end. There's so much cleanup to do. Okay, I just need to start. I also bought chicken feed and they need it. So I'm gonna get them some food and some water. Pigs are yelling at me. All right, you guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Hype it, help the channel out, like it, comment, do all the things, share it with your friends. I really appreciate it. Let's get on with this. Hi, Archer. Archer. Kitty, kitty. Hi, Kathy. Hi, honey. Hello, how are you doing now that you're home?
We're doing pretty good. Colin does not like Beaker.
Oh no.
I don't know what to think of this.
Oh, that's funny. So
yeah, this is like a red dog, but like a...
So I do have a question. Where is the green scooper for feed?
It should be in the pink bucket.
It's not.
Okay, then it's either in the metal one or the one next to the metal.
It's not in either one of those either. That's why I called.
Oh, it's in the one for the goat grain, I think.
No, it's not. Oh, inside the barn?
Yeah.
Okay, let me check there. I did not check there. So I got a big day today and I miss you desperately. But the sun is shining. It's going to be 50 degrees. I went and got a cattle panel, so I think it's only going to take one. Oh, yep, there it is. Woohoo! Good. Awesome. Awesome sauce. Hi, Ty. Talking to your mom. Do you hear her?
Hi, baby. I love you. The dog misses you. I'm sure about these two little ones.
They are definitely all going to stay inside because it's supposed to rain for 14 days. So I was really hoping that I wouldn't have to make a trip into town, but I'm completely out of black screws, or the 2.5-inch screws and the 3-inch screws, in order to screw these boards up and clamp in the plastic on the barn. So I gotta run into town and get those, and I think I'm gonna grab some lunch at the same time. The weather's gorgeous. I really wish we had 2 full days of this super beautiful weather, but we don't. Okay, so I got my screws. And I think the first thing that I'm going to do, since my grandson's not here to help lift me up, is to put the plastic on the chicken coop. And I just got this stuff. It's 10 feet by 25 feet. So that should do these sections and all the way down. And then the doors, I'll have to do something else with. Hey, Ricardo. Hi, buddies. Handsome boy. Ooh, Sir Lancelot. You're handsome too, sir. You're handsome too. And this will just block the wind and such, and hopefully kind of make it like a little greenhouse effect. I do know that something that I am having an issue with is that the legs parts here want to pop up. And so water's catching, so I'm gonna need to pull these down and then attach it with some boards. So I gotta move. That's so naughty, you big tiger. You big tiger. You're not supposed to do that. I gotta move this fencing and prep for that. So I have this crazy water tub thing. I don't even remember where I got it, but I kind of wanted to put it in there, and then it has a spigot down at the bottom that you can access water from. But I don't think it's going to happen this year, but I think next spring this is going to go inside there, and I'm going to lift it up on a table, and then I can, I don't know, do some dripping water or something. I think it's 20 gallons, 40 gallons. I'm not sure. But, all right, I'm going to have to time lapse the rest of this. I also need to move my trees and my blackberry. And I need to figure out where I'm going to plant these. So now I'm just kind of waiting for my grandson to get back so that he can lift me up on top of the roof with the skid steer, and I can tape down the plastic up there. Next year I'll be replacing that with that corrugated plastic, but this year I just don't have the money for it, so we're just rigging it. Okay, one of the next things that I need to do since I finished getting the chicken coop wrapped with all the plastic that I have. So I will need to buy another roll. Stuff's like $12 at Harbor Freight to finish up the little bits. But my next task for today is joining the goat yard with the barn. So I have a couple things that I have to do first. First, I got to slam in a bunch of T-posts, put up that cattle panel, and then stretch this fence over, set that up. And then I've got to do the fencing inside, because I think they're just going to run to the hay. I don't think they're going to try to go anywhere else. I think they're literally just going to go to the hay. And then, because once I open that, they'll have access to here. And I'd rather not chase goats all over the place or have them eat my orchard that I just moved that they could get to. All right, back to the time lapse, y'all. I knew they would get up there. Goats will jump on everything. That's why I put that second one up, because she could have just jumped up on there and jumped right out. And she would have. So I don't really like this fence very well, but as long as they have hay, they really usually don't try to take off. So that should keep them happy and in there. My gosh. What? Hi. Okay, now I need to go get my grandson so that he can lift me up in the skiddy so I can work on the roof. Okay, first thing that I'm doing this morning is a dump run. It's only about half the trash, but it's all the trash from my son's place and my place that's not in trash cans. And our particular dump, you can only go once. It's a transfer station, and you can only go once a day. So I'll have to take the buckets, the trash cans, tomorrow. But I'll just get all that loaded up and do it early. I'll end my day getting that loaded, I guess. And I'm gonna go ahead and run into Harbor Freight and pick up some more tarps, because I'm definitely gonna be tarping stuff. Rain or snow is supposed to start by 1 o'clock, between noon and 1. So it's 9 o'clock now. I'm definitely running out of time. It is cold. It's 37 degrees. I got the heater blowing. I'm sure you guys can hear that. But one more push. Hopefully I can get everything done today. My body hurts a huge amount and I'm still on my own. I'm going to be on my own till February. So we'll just kind of see how it goes. Okay, done doing that. Here's our dump station. So this is called a transfer station. And basically you bring your trash here and then the big trucks come and take it to the bigger dump area, which is also another transfer station. I don't actually know where it goes. In Texas, it went in the ground. They had a big area you dumped it at. But here, I don't know if they have that or not. I just know they have this. And if you live in the community, it's free. But if you don't, well, it's not really free. You have to pay in with your taxes for it. And then if you don't have your little sticker, then you have to pay per dump. And they only let you dump once a day. So I'll have to do the bigger. And because we basically go once every few weeks. It's a couple of loads. I need to get better at coming more often so that I don't, all the trash is off the property at the same time. We'll work on that this winter. Now to Harbor Freight. All right, we made it. Okay, so this window leaks horribly, so I'm going to try some of this Flex Seal, see what it does during this rain. I've heard bad things about it, but we'll just see. I can't reach it. I am planning on putting wood over this and eventually finishing it out. But man, this has just been such a problem. All right, I'm gonna have to bring my ladder out here. So hopefully I'll still get to do this today. Ow. Okay, my main goal right now is to get the water out of my 1,000-gallon tank. I bought from Vivor or Vevor. I'm not really sure how you pronounce it, but I'm from Texas and like I pronounce it as a hard E. Anyway, I had to run into Home Depot and get some fittings for it so I can connect the hoses and just drop them in there. So that's what I'm going to do now. I don't know how much of that I'm going to be able to film because I got to crawl under. And I can't find my knee pad, so I'm sure I'm going to say a lot of bad words. And then we're just going to connect to this hose, and then that way I can hook up to this pump, turn on the generator, hook up this pump, and at least fill the containers that I take inside until I can actually get a hole drilled into the floor of the shipping container, which hopefully will be this week. But right now we're all out of water. So this is not sponsored, but this is the tank that I got. I bought a lot of things from them, and I really like the company. So I've been sponsored a few times, but I actually buy a lot of stuff and have had very good success with things working the way that they need to work. So basically, this is your in and this is your out. So I'll have a hose hooked up to here that'll go out, and I'll have a hose hooked up to here that'll go into the water. And then I know that I need to flood this. I don't know what I really did with the manual. But I'm actually going to take this over. So this is the hose that I bought. It's 50 feet. So that should get me on, probably to the back door. I got this from Harbor Freight. So I wanted to use a brand new hose because I didn't want anything going into the water tank. And then I'm actually going to hook up to probably that hose. But I also have a shorter hose that actually looks like this too, that I may use because I don't need it to come in the house. I just need, anyway. That's just a whole lot of information that you guys don't care too much about. But this was what was recommended for these tiny house builds, and using, it does use, I think, quite a bit of power. I am going to have to turn on the generator until I get all of my solar upgraded. So I have another goal today. I'd like to take down this pass-through. It's why this window leaks, because the water runs from it onto the top of the window and then down. And so I want to get that ripped out. And then I can use this plywood on the pig shelter and close up the whole RV. We'll see, because it's supposed to start raining. Well, I couldn't get the water pump going because when we took it out of the box, we put all the parts into a bag. I called Kira. We have no idea where the bag is. So I have to go to the YMCA to shower, which I really didn't want to do because they allow a man in the woman's spaces. Oh, good. Haha. Found that part I was looking for. Putting that in the door so I don't lose it. So I have to make sure that there's not a man in there before I shower, and this really triggers my PTSD. I get it's a safe space, but it's not a safe place for a disabled veteran woman. I can tell you that for sure. So I'm gonna go shower. Hopefully it will be non-eventful. And then I'm gonna grab some stuff at the grocery store and come home and be done for the day. You guys have a fantastic week. Filming is gonna be a little different now that it's winter time and Kira's gone. So I've got to figure out some winter projects. What do you guys do in the winter time? Like, what's your winter projects that you do? Do you learn new skill? What do you do? I think I'm going to try to learn some new skills and grow on some skills that I haven't. I'd like to do some sewing. I haven't done that in a really long time. Just that kind of stuff. So let me know in the comments. Have a fantastic week. Bye.